Welcome to our deep dive on the one-way ticket trap and why temporary visitors must prove they will leave the United States. In this video, we will explain how one-way tickets can harm your visa chances and create problems at the border, and we will show you how to plan correctly. Let's begin with a quick overview of what we will cover. Here is the roadmap for today's video. First, we'll discuss why one-way tickets are a red flag. Next, we will cover the golden rule of visa first and booking second. Then, we will review the evidence that demonstrates you will depart. After that, we will talk about smart booking strategies. Subsequently, we will walk through what happens at the border. Finally, we will touch on the legal principles and test your understanding with a quick quiz. Before we proceed, please note that this video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. Every case is unique. If you need tailored guidance, consult a qualified immigration attorney. To set the stage, temporary visitors must demonstrate that they intend to leave the United States on time. Unfortunately, one-way tickets often signal the opposite to consular and border officers. Now, let's unpack why this is the case and how you can plan properly. First, the golden rule. Visa first, booking second. Never purchase flights or make non-refundable travel arrangements before your visa is approved. Otherwise, if your visa is denied, you risk financial loss and unnecessary stress. If timing is tight, consider refundable fares, airline holds, or 24-hour cancellation windows. Additionally, ensure that all your documentation aligns with your intended dates, so your story remains consistent. Now, let's address why one-way tickets are such a red flag. For non-immigrant visas, the default assumption is that the applicant may intend to immigrate unless they prove otherwise. A one-way ticket can be perceived as a lack of a firm plan to depart the United States. Consequently, you may face extra scrutiny both at the consulate and at the border. In some cases, this can lead to a visa denial or a refusal of entry. It can also prompt deeper questions about your financial resources and your ties to your home country, including employment, property, and family obligations. This sequence diagram traces the traveler's journey. The traveler attends the visa interview with the consular officer and receives a decision. If approved, the traveler should purchase a refundable round-trip ticket. Next, the traveler flies and presents documents to CBP at the port of entry. The officer reviews the passport, visa, return ticket, and any ties evidence. If the traveler arrives with a one-way ticket, the officer may send the traveler to secondary inspection, which can lead to heightened scrutiny and even refusal of admission. Conversely, with a clear round-trip itinerary and consistent evidence, the traveler is more likely to be admitted and receive an I-94 with an authorized period of stay. Let's compare round-trip and one-way tickets. Round-trip tickets typically show an intent to depart, which often reduces questions at the port of entry and aligns naturally with hotels and itineraries. Refundable options can preserve flexibility. On the other hand, one-way tickets often trigger increased scrutiny, can appear like an open-ended stay, make it harder to demonstrate an exit plan, and may lead to denied boarding by the airline or refusal by border officers. Here are practical examples of evidence that you intend to leave the United States. Employment documents, such as employer letters, pay stubs, and approved leave dates, show current obligations. Family and community ties, including dependents and roles, demonstrate reasons to return. Property or lease documents and utility bills indicate a residence and ongoing commitments. Financial statements show that you can fund the trip and the return journey. A concrete itinerary and return flight plan make the trip finite. Finally, prior travel history showing timely departures enhances credibility. To build a strong case, complete the DS-160 accurately and keep copies. Ensure your trip duration aligns with your budget and realistic plans. Prepare evidence of employment, property, and family ties. Use refundable round-trip tickets or airline holds to show an exit plan without risking funds. Take advantage of 24-hour cancellation windows where available. Carry printed itineraries and confirmations for clarity. Know the I-94 rules for your classification and the maximum stay allowed. Finally, practice delivering clear, concise answers for both the visa interview and border inspection. Here are smart booking strategies to preserve flexibility while demonstrating a return plan. Use airline or agency ticket holds if available. Exploit 24-hour cancellation policies strategically. Prefer fully refundable round-trip fares when your budget allows. If booking with miles, verify redeposit windows and fees. Avoid questionable dummy onward ticket providers, as they may be unreliable and could harm your credibility. Finally, ensure that all supporting documents are consistent across applications and reservations. Quiz time. The question is, when is the safest time to purchase a non-refundable airline ticket for a temporary U.S. visit? The options are A. Before submitting the DS-160 to lock in prices. B. After visa approval, ideally with a refundable round-trip option. C. Right after scheduling the interview to show commitment. Or D. Any time as long as you have savings. You may pause the video now to think about the answer. We will discuss the answer in the next section of the video. The correct answer is after visa approval, ideally with a refundable round-trip option. This follows the principle of visa first, booking second, and allows you to show a clear exit plan without risking unnecessary funds. At the border, CBP will assess your purpose of travel, your financial ability to support the trip, and your plan to exit the United States. A one-way ticket may trigger secondary inspection, where officers verify details more thoroughly. Being prepared with a clear itinerary, evidence of ties, and a return plan can make a substantial difference. Arriving on a one-way ticket can lead to several risks. You may be sent to secondary inspection for detailed questioning. Officers can refuse admission and may cancel your visa. In some cases, expedited removal can be applied, which carries a re-entry bar. You could be required to return immediately, often at your own expense. Furthermore, future visa or entry applications may receive elevated scrutiny as a result. Here is the next quiz question. CBP asks why you have no return ticket. What is the best response strategy? Option A. Say you will buy a return later after you find a job. Option B. Present a printed refundable return itinerary and ties evidence. Option C. Argue that a ticket is unnecessary if you have a visa. Option D. Avoid answering and ask to speak to the airline. You may pause the video now to consider your answer. We will discuss the correct answer in the following section. The correct answer is to present a printed refundable return itinerary and evidence of your ties. This provides concrete proof of your exit plan and supports your intention to comply with the terms of your visa. Let's translate the legal backdrop into plain English. For non-immigrant visas, you must prove that your intent is temporary. Officers may presume that you intend to immigrate unless you provide convincing evidence to the contrary. CBP is authorized to inspect, question, and refuse admission if they are not satisfied with your answers or documentation. Finally, your I-94 record defines how long you may remain in the United States, so it is crucial to know your limit and depart on time. This mind map explores the categories that demonstrate an intention to depart: employment, family, property, finances, itinerary, and travel history. Each branch lists examples, such as contracts and pay stubs for employment, dependents for family ties, deeds or leases for property, bank statements for finances, a specific plan with hotels and activities for itinerary, and prior timely departures for travel history. Here are the key takeaways. First, visa first and booking second to avoid non-refundable risks. Second, a round-trip or refundable option supports your exit intent. Third, carry organized evidence of your ties and financial capacity. Fourth, maintain consistency across all your documents. Finally, know your I-94 details and depart before your authorized stay ends. In summary, one-way tickets create unnecessary risk. Instead, show a clear exit plan. Use refundable or held round-trip bookings to protect your budget. Present strong ties through employment, family, property, finances, and a concrete itinerary. Be ready for border questions with printed proof. Finally, depart on time according to your I-94 to avoid future problems. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. Share your questions and scenarios in the comments so we can help each other travel more confidently and avoid the one-way ticket trap.